Once upon a time, there was a poor Brahmin who often had to beg for his food. One day, he received a pot of flour. Excited, he hung it above his bed. "What a nice pot of flour!" he exclaimed. "If only I were rich, I would have many such pots and never have to beg again." As he thought of all the things he could buy, he drifted off to sleep and began to dream. In his dream, he saw himself shouting in the market, "Who wants to buy this pot of flour? 30 rupees? 20 rupees." With the money, he bought she-goats and fed them well. Soon they gave birth to little goats, and in a few years, he had 10 goats. Then he went to the market again and sold his goats for hundreds of rupees. With that money, he bought cows. The cows had calves, and he soon had many cows producing milk. He sold milk, butter, and cream. The Brahmin then traded precious stones. He visited the king with pearls, rubies, and diamonds. The king was pleased and gave him more gifts. He became very rich and built a huge mansion with a beautiful garden, lovely lawns, and white swans swimming in the pools. Many rich men asked him to marry their daughters, but he refused them all. When the king himself asked him to marry his daughter, he gladly agreed. They had many children, and the Brahmin played with them in the garden. In his dream, he threw his hands around as if he were playfully scolding and hitting his children. Suddenly, one of his hands struck the pot of flour hanging above his bed. Crash! The pot fell and broke. "What was that noise?" he exclaimed. The Brahmin woke up with a start. He looked around. There was no mansion, no garden, no beautiful princess. There was only the broken pot and flour scattered all over the floor.